Good morning. Welcome to Eric and Sawana's Eye on Anthem. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for being here.
How about those pants? Do you like those pants today?
Sheen.
Fire, as the kids would say.
Look at you.
Like 10 years
He's
ago.
got Riz.
He's dripping. We tried to, my buddy tried to get all the kids to start to say dripping like 10 years ago, and they all looked at him like he was an idiot. He's like, just say it as much as you can. So we tried for like a month.
Did it
Never
work?
happened.
No.
What happened?
No.
We're not going to make fetch happen.
No.
Girls reference.
I'm going to put it in ChatGPT. Anyways, welcome, Marc Podell. Marc is opening the back nine in Anthem right in the Safeway shopping center. We're happy. Can I tell the story how you and I connected before?
Yeah, it's a killer story.
Funny story. This is how my life goes. Marc and one of my friends, they were in Cabo. They just happened to be in Cabo together, and somehow Anthem, Arizona came up. My friend said, "Oh, you got to meet Eric." And Marc's like, "Eric? Who? Eric who?" So they both sent me a text together. I think they were by the pool a little bit.
It's true.
And I replied, and Marc's like, "We got to meet. I just looked at you on Facebook. We got 150 mutual friends." I'm like, "Oh, here we go." And so we text and back and forth, and then we had coffee, and then we became friends. And we both went to NAU at the same exact time. We have a ton of mutual friends that know each other. I did my homework to make sure he was a stand-up guy because, we don't like to have people on here that are not stand-up, right? Right. So thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us, Back Nine, we know your kind of your story, but tell us what Back Nine is and everything about Back Nine. Let's go into the sales pitch first, and then we'll learn more about you after that.
So Back Nine is an indoor golf simulator membership club, if you will. Very kind of more on like the higher end kind of country club style and feel. And it's like it's a huge trend. I actually think Back Nine is one of the fastest growing franchises in the U.S. right now. When we joined and signed our franchise agreement in August, I think we were like number 260 and are now over 500 sold, with about 150 already open. And it's golf, right? It's not a fad. It's not something that's going to come up and then disappear. It's golf, and it's never going anywhere, and it's Arizona, and everyone loves golf. And so I've been looking at franchising for 10 years, and I saw this. And so it's all membership based. We have public tee time, so people can come and just book an hour or two if they just want to come and experience the space without paying for a membership. Hopefully you can upsell them and, hey, come join. Some of the things that I like about it that makes it unique is it's open 24/7, 365, rain or shine, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. You want to come play? We're going to be open. As a member, or if you book a public tee time, you're allowed to use your app to open the door and come in and play in one of our 4 bays.
That's awesome. Do you think the indoor golf thing has picked up with this Tiger Woods indoor golf thing on ESPN? I'm sure you've watched it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that certainly helps. And that's one of, again, a reason I was drawn to Back Nine. So the TGL, that league, uses full swing technology, right? PGA uses TrackMan. Everyone's very familiar with TrackMan. The TGL uses Full Swing. That's what we use at the Back Nine. We have a partnership with Full Swing. So there's no lag. A lot of the golf sims, if you play them, you hit the ball, and then you wait a second, 2 seconds, and then you see the ball trajectory on the screen. Ours is no lag, instantaneous. That TGL Season 1, we just started Season 2, they created 18 custom holes for the TGL that don't exist in the real world. We'll have those at the Back Nine. So if you wanted to come play some of those crazy holes that you've seen on TV, we have them at the Back Nine.
Yeah, through a canyon over a stadium.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
It is fun. It's fun watching those guys because they can put it wherever they want, even on the simulators. Like there was a hole-in-one the other night.
Yep.
I'm like,
that was the second one ever in the TGL.
These guys are good no matter like where they play.
Yeah.
We got to get there. Do you play golf?
Does going to Topgolf and drinking count?
I mean,
it's a start. That's how an addiction starts.
Okay.
Because I am truly addicted to golf.
100%.
I love to play golf. I'm not big, I'll be honest, but I don't think I've spent a lot of time except at Trevor's playing indoor golf. And I don't know what kind of technology they have. Yeah. But it's fun to hang out with your friends and rent a bay and get 10 people and you just have a blast.
Yeah.
So it's both sides, right? There's the fun side of it, just like let's go have some fun. As someone who has, started to take golf a lot more serious in the last 2 years, year and a half, it's really a place to dial in your game and get the feedback you need. I can go to the driving range, which I do, or I've done, and I can hit a bucket of balls, but I don't learn anything. I can twist my grip, but I don't know, was my club face open? Was my club face closed? What was my swing speed? What was my launch angle? Things that you need to know if you want to get better. So on an indoor bay, it gives you the technology. So right after your swing, I can see a video of my club. And, oh, God, my club face was way open, or my swing speed was really low, or my club path was inside out. So it gives you instant feedback on every swing, which will have instructors that can help you take and ingest that data and how to like adjust your game to get better at golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to an indoor golf, to a training place for 2 years because there's a guy who works with me, half my size, could hit twice as far as I could. And I was so angry about it that I'm like, I am going to go take lessons until I can outdrive him. So I went and they're like, all you want to do is work on your drive? I'm like, that's it.
That's it.
But of course I got sucked into doing everything else.
Sure.
But I did pass them and I outdrive them now, and it is phenomenal doing that because you don't know where your wrists are, where your thumbs are. And the normal person can't see it, especially when you're the one swinging. So having that and the feedback instant and where your wrists are and your hip turn, and
That's pretty fascinating.
And, the
It
Back
is
Nine has its
crazy.
own app. It ties into our full swing technology. So, you go and hit, and you can go into your app and see, like, let me just look at my 7-iron, and you can see your cluster, and you can see your average distances, and same thing for any of your clubs. You can go work specifically on a specific club, or like, hey, you just want to go play 18. I don't have 5 hours on a Saturday because I got things to do with my wife or the family. I can go by myself, and I can go play 18 holes in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So let's talk about how did you get into franchising, because franchising is a phenomenon, to me, sorry. And how did you choose a golf franchise? How did you choose franchising? How did you choose Back Nine? Why didn't you just open up your own type place?
I looked at all, that's exactly 6 questions. I've considered all of that. So number one, I've loved franchising since I can remember. I've always wanted one, and I never took it serious. I never even looked at doing one. I've been looking for a franchise for 10 years. I think about 3 years ago, I looked at one, but I didn't want to be the hydraulic hose guy of North Phoenix. It was a lucrative business. They had the territory open. Company had been around 30 years. The guy down by the airport in downtown was killing it. There's not my passion.
Yeah.
I didn't want to work, I'm not going to mention their brand, but with their logo on my chest, and people are like, ooh, what's that? I'm like, oh, I sell hydraulic hoses, to construction sites when their bulldozers go down. Like, it doesn't excite me. So I would look, and then I'd get a franchise coach, which, by the way, if you're interested, they're free, and you don't have to pay them a penny, and they will interview you and find your passions, and then they will go do all the homework and the searching. They go, here's the 7 franchises I think you might be interested in. And you get all the information in the review, and you're like, no, I don't want that. And that's kind of how I found this. I've already knew of one. I'd already been to the Back Nine on Scottsdale and Frank Lloyd Wright. But I never thought of it, like that, I should do this. And he was like, oh, there's another franchise similar to ours, but they have like 2 open locations, maybe 3 at this point. And part of me didn't want to be the guinea pig of a new business model. And they only had 1 membership level. Like, that was it. There was no flexibility. With Back Nine, I've got the par, if you just like want 1 hour, per session. Mm-hmm. There's the birdie, then there's the eagle, and there are different prices, and there's different membership levels, how many friends you can bring, how long you can book, how often you can book. And I like that flexibility. I love golf. So, like, I found something that I'd be proud to wear on my chest and say, I own a Back Nine. It's indoor golf. I'm passionate about it. And I think you're in sales. Anything that you sell, if you're not passionate about it,
It makes it a lot easier if
yeah,
you are.
people are going to tell that if he's not excited about it, why do I want to buy it from him?
Right.
Yeah.
I need that buy-in. That's
Yeah,
what I love about
mortgages.
this podcast. Like, it's for small business owners. Like, we want the small business to talk about themselves so that it gets them more business and things like that. But everybody has like a very different story, right?
Yes.
Like Eric was saying, like, you chose franchising as opposed to, which there's always a misnomer that like a franchise isn't a small business, but you are a small business owner. You just did it a different way. What made you choose franchising versus like opening up and creating your own concept?
Okay, so I knew that, and thank you for coming back to that. Just having everything kind of already done ahead of time, right? That's kind of what I liked about franchising to begin with. Somebody's already vetted the concept, created it, proven it, and here's everything you need to do, A to Z. Now, I looked at Back Nine before we signed. We looked at this other one. We looked at some other independent people, and like, what did they do? What would we need to do this on our own? Yes, you save the franchise fee. Yes, you save the royalties. But then you need to go figure out everything on your own. What software do I use? What integrations do I have? I got to build a website. Like, all this marketing material, everything is handed to me, and I need to just execute. So you're right. I am a small business. I have the backing of, again, a small company. There's just couple guys in St. George, Utah that loved to golf but couldn't golf in the winter. So they rented a small space. I don't think it was much bigger than this room. And the two of them by themselves cleaned up the floor, put in their own sim so they could golf in the winter times. And then all of a sudden somebody like, oh, can I come play with you guys? And then they're like, then they had another guy. And all of a sudden they
created this.
They had 100 members. And they're like, people want to do this. This is a business. And that's literally how it started. And that's kind of what drew me to me. It's a very family-oriented crew in Utah, that the CEO and the family that's behind this.
What other franchises did your coach suggest for you, just out of curiosity?
Well, again, I'm into health and fitness. I didn't want to be in the food business. I didn't want to have kitchens and staff and spoilage.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, Joe Alvarez.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely,
we know he's
Joe.
a subscriber.
He's our number one fan.
Yeah. Hey, Joe. Big fan, just not for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So they came to me. One was a healthy frozen food, like prepackaged business, where you can just come and order and everything's, there's Factor 75 and there's 100 of them online. This was just more local. You didn't get it shipped to your door. You'd pick it up once a week and you could order your menu. Turns out there is a lot of still food prep, and they do smoothies and things and fresh fruit. Didn't want to do that. Hair cutting. Own hair cutting, like a barber salon.
Was that one of your passions? Did they pull that out of you?
No. That's why it was so interesting, the things that he was coming back to me with. Like,
these are very all across the...
Yeah.
Right, can I ask a serious question that he probably won't like?
Yeah.
Do you think he sold you based on what his commission was on a franchise he sold? Because of haircutting? Because if someone told me you should get a haircut, I'd be like, dude, it's all about money now.
Well,
just out of curiosity.
I don't think so.
I don't know him.
In fairness,
I apologize
think
to him
that
if I'm blasting him.
I told him, give me things that maybe I didn't think of, but have, good margins, right? That aren't labor intensive, right? Like things with, again, staff, kitchens, refrigerator, stuff like that.
Huge
so he
overhead,
bought me random things, and I said that was fine. But it's cool. It's a cool process because, again, you don't pay a penny. And if I end up going with one of the franchises, then they pay him.
Right. That's what I figured.
That makes sense.
What
Like
kind
a
of balls
commercial
are
agent.
they going to be hitting in there? Do you use Titleist Pro V1s or what? Like, can you bring your own ball or
Bring your own.
Bring your own ball.
We only ask, just make sure they don't have any big nicks and cuts on them, so they don't, tear the screen. The screen's like this really amazing quality, high thickness screen. It's just the projection, the color, the clarity. Look, we have about, I think, 250 courses that are available to play.
Okay.
TrackMan, I think, has 1,500. But the data shows that less than 8% of those courses get played. Because nobody wants to play some random course you've never heard of. Everyone wants to play Bandon Dunes. They want to play Augusta. They want to play the big courses that they've seen on TV in the tournaments. So we only have 250, but those are the ones that people want to play. And we're adding a few. And that's the thing, because of their technology, they have to go and shoot every course themselves. Where, if you're a local place, you can just license and just pick up the courses that have already been done by GC Pro or whatever the other companies are.
Got it. Well, I'll drop off some Callaway Warbirds that are VIP logoed.
Yeah.
That you can give away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
We'll put them in the
swag.
bays, sure.
Everyone already knows when I'm at a golf course because they find the Callaway Warbirds with a VIP logo on it.
Eric was here.
I've gotten texts. Hey, are you at Dobson Ranch right now? Yeah. How do you know? On your ball.
It's in the sand trap.
Yeah, you can't lose balls at your place, right?
You cannot.
Can you put them in the ceiling?
They've seen videos on our Slack channel of people that will get it in that perfect spot right at the top of the screen, where it then drops down and, okay, that one's gone because you can't get back there. Well, you can, but you have to take off the screen.
That sounds like pain.
Yeah.
When you guys open?
So we have a soft open of May 11th.
Okay.
Right now that's tentative because May 4th is our install date. So that's when they come in and install the full swing technology. And then for the next 3 weeks will be a soft open, which will be friends and family come play, push buttons. Let's make sure everything works. People that have, which is really exciting for me. We've already got like a dozen people submit through our website. They're like, hey, I'm interested, contact me, or
That's awesome.
get a free demo. So we've got names and emails of people that have already expressed interest. So people that have done that will get a kind of private VIP. Hey, come on by and check us out before we officially open. And right now we've got a target grand opening of Saturday, June 6th.
Okay. I like it.
And we're going to have a $10,000 hole-in-one challenge. So come on by, take a swing, try and win 10 grand.
Eric's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell
I'll be
yeah.
there.
Better.
I'm going to win 10 grand. I've never had a hole in one, and it's my It's my only golf dream left. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've gone to Scotland. I've played all the courses. I just need to hit a hole in one
That's
somewhere,
it.
anywhere.
Anywhere.
I don't even care where.
Yep.
Yes.
What made you choose Anthem?
So it's two reasons. One, available territories. We had 3 to choose from. And I liked this, like, just this cool little island, this family of Anthem, right? It's kind of this kind of enclosed cluster out a little bit further north away from everything. It's not in the center of the middle of Scottsdale. And I know for a fact, and having done some research, and I have friends that live up there, how community it is. And I like that. And it's got the golf course, which is private. So they're like, if you're a golfer, as a businessman, where I'm thinking, okay, if I'm a golfer and I live in Anthem, I have to go down the 17. I got to go. I think the closest might be the 500 Club
or Dove Valley.
Yeah. So here's an opportunity to reach golfers. Again, all the demographic stats that we're able to get online show that there's 40 some odd thousand residents, and about 3,000 of them are identified as golfers. I need 160 members. That's kind of my cap.
Yeah.
I don't want more than that because
Yeah.
we want to make sure people have time to get in the bays and book bays. I'm not looking for 500 people. I don't want that. I couldn't support it anyways with 4 bays. But so I like that community aspect of it. I find it interesting. Like, I lived in New York for 22 years, and I knew so many people on my block or walking to the park to walk my dog that just because we saw each other every day.
Yeah.
I don't know 95% of the people that live in my neighborhood in Scarlet Canyon where I live. People drive into their garage, they close their garage, they go in their house. And unless you have a dog and walk around the neighborhood, those are the people I know in my neighborhood, are people that walk their dogs. And I just kind of get this cool family vibe in Anthem, the big Anthem days, which we'll have a booth at. So come stop by. I guess this won't be on by then, but stop by, we'll be there. So that's really the main reason. The other 3 territories, I didn't get that kind of warm fuzzy.
Yeah. That's interesting that you get to choose. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, let's tell us what else you're famous for. The little poker playing a little bit here and there, huh?
I do love poker, and in 2008, I came in 100th in the World Series of Poker main event.
Yeah, congrats. That's
7,700 people, came in 100th, and it was like the best and worst day of my entire life. Crying in the hallway with my college
he got a
roommate,
bad
Greg.
beat. He got knocked out in a bad beat.
Did you win the other day?
Oh no, he finished 3rd.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, you know what I won for 3rd? I won a free 1-month membership at this cool place called Back Nine Golf.
He did.
I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But he finished 3rd, and actually 2 of our VIP people from Prescott came down, and they won 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
Gave the money back to Phoenix Children's, and we carry Anthem.
So you got 4th.
It was fun. Joe Alvarez, I think, knocked me out. He did knock me out.
Did he?
That makes
He was
sense.
very aggressive, let me tell you. I mean, he's not only aggressive
He was at
in
my
selling
first table.
pasta.
He was very aggressive.
Yes, he
That's
is.
a good style, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put a lot of pressure
It's
on
a
people
style,
to
yeah.
like. I only have a pair of 6s, and there's a king and a jack, and
You don't know what he's
I
got.
want my revenge, so I think I'm going to put another poker tournament together.
Just to revenge Joe.
Just for revenge on Joe.
That's fine.
I can't believe I got knocked out by that guy. He was all he cared about was those $5,000 chips.
Yeah.
It was fun. We had a blast.
It was a
We
lot
raised
of
a lot of
fun.
money. We raised $11,000.
That's
Good.
awesome.
Which for one night, easy.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I had
Sonoran-
a bunch of rebuys in there. It
the
wasn't like I,
rebuys were ginormous.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize how like you get a. I mean that's why you play poker. You have an addiction issue probably, and you keep rebuying. And I'm like, just keep selling them rebuys. Keep like it was a rebuy. I went back and looked, and rebuys are where all the money was made. So, thanks for coming on our show, coming down to our downtown
Thank
Anthem
you.
studios.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mark's already joined the chamber, and if you're not a chamber member and a business in Anthem or surrounding areas, you
should
probably should get into it.
Yeah.
It's a fun group.
Yeah.
It's a great
a lot
group.
of people and networking. You know, what is it? Your net worth is your network or something like that.
I'm going to make a shirt that says that.
Yeah, make a shirt. I made a shirt that said, I love my brother, because my son, and they got in a fight once, and I said, either give me your phone for a week or wear the shirt that says, I love my brother to school. And he wore it, so it was
He
great.
did. Okay.
All right,
That's
we're out of here.
amazing.
Go have a great week. We love you guys. Take care.